What's up, guys? We're back with another video. We're gonna be reacting. Dunkin' Donuts manager kills customer after he taps over cold coffee. Cold coffee. I saw this video. Don't worry about that. I saw this video yesterday, and I'm like, bro, I gotta react to this, man. Like, this video is crazy, but I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let's just watch this video, and yeah.
I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said, say it again, and he did. Right hooks on him. He hit him, and he fell.
He hit him?
Yeah.
This is Corey Ellis Pujols, a 27-year-old Dunkin' Donuts manager with no criminal record. He just landed a deadly blow on a 77-year-old man, and that singular act was just enough to ruin his clean records, claim the life of a man, and earn him significant charges. On May 4th, 2021, just after 1:30 p.m., Tampa police were called to a Dunkin' Donuts inside a Circle K in the Palm River area of Tampa. When officers arrived, medics were already treating the victim, 77-year-old Vanell Cook, who was unconscious and bleeding from the head.
I came in from the truck. You can see I have an altercation with one of the employees. And I guess it spilled, and I ran in here. He was. Somebody here was picked up the street in Florida, 33619.
What happened? I don't know what happened. I was there. He was actually there. Don't check the He was his face and he fell down.
Which kid? He has heart problems. He's 100% disabled.
That is
Disabled veteran. Disabled veteran. He's got allergies. He's seen allergy test.
Almost immediately, Corey Pujols approached the officers and told them he was the man they were looking for. Calm and cooperative, he explained exactly what happened.
Yeah, so first and foremost, let me just say my name is Corey Ellis Pujols. I am the guy you were looking for in regards to this situation. The long and short of it is that here obviously at Dunkin', he's a regular. He normally comes through here and orders a large hot coffee, but today maybe he's having a rough day or something, and he decided to be extremely profound at the mouth. And I asked him respectfully on the microphone, could you please not use that kind of language, obviously with me and my employees, and as well as that, and he said no, and then he came around to the window, he kept going at the window, and then I guess he was going to come inside, so I came inside. I came on this side to let him know. He asked for the manager. Our current store manager is off already. She worked morning shift, and she's currently otherwise here. So I would be for the senior shift. I've been here a little bit longer than he has, so I reserve responsibility for that. In any case, I came out to let him know. I said, listen, sir, with the profanity that you use, I would highly recommend that you go on about your business. We don't want to serve you any coffee today. Maybe you can try again another day, but you have clearly upset, you feel me, the atmosphere here, and we would like for you to go on about your business. I asked him to do that repetitively. It's all on camera. As I mentioned, he came inside, and when he came inside, he addressed me, and he was looking. I said, hey, listen, the manager's not here right now. I'll give you the manager's store number and all that good stuff. And he didn't want it, and I said, sir, well, can you please go on about your business again and have a good day? He said, no, you're a nigger. And then I said, and I'm sorry, I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said, say it again, and he did. Right hooks on him down.
So it goes without being said that you can't hit somebody because they say something you don't like.
I very well.
I'm just telling you.
And this is why you don't say a single word to a cop. Don't get me wrong, I see that he wants to be cooperative, but this is exactly why you don't say a single thing. They get the evidence, they could find the evidence. Let your lawyer speak. For me, I'm not admitting to nothing. I'm not saying nothing. If you gotta arrest me, officer, do what you gotta do. But I'm not saying a single thing. I would like to talk to my lawyer. That's it. If you gotta arrest me, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. But I'm talking to my lawyer, and that's it. I got the I plead the fifth. That's all I gotta say, officer. That's it. Because at the end of the day, they're going to try to use that, say whatever you said, and use that against you. And yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He said that very respectfully. I respect him. I definitely respect him. Like, you know, he said everything very calm, respectful, everything on order, everything in order, on point. Not one single misleading sentence right there. Everything was just, you could tell that he was telling everything happened exactly word for word, bar for bar. And I respect that. But yeah, I would not do that, my boy. You can call me guilty, not guilty, or whatever you want. But end of the day, the cop is gonna use that information and use that shit against you. And yeah, you might be innocent. Yeah, you didn't try. I'm pretty sure he didn't try to kill the man off of what I'm saying right now. But hey, I think, I don't know. Like he said, hey, can you please leave? He wasn't listening. He said a bunch of rude things. I don't know. I feel like in the moment, the customer was heated. He got heated, and he took it personal and took action. You know, took physical action off of that. Personal action with that, like physical action with that. And I think if he would have looked at it in a perspective of, okay, right now this man is mad. He was in the drive-thru. He came inside. He's coming in with a lot of anger and aggression. The best thing you could do is try to work something out, which he did. After the third time, it's not worth to argue with the customer at that point. I feel like what he should have done, he should have said, okay, I told you 3 times. I'm sorry. I say, please, you can leave now, and I'm not gonna take your order. Something like that. Like something like, hey, I'm not. My job is done here. I'm trying to work out something, but you're being really rude and you're messing up the environment here. If we don't like that, you can please leave. And if the customer kept running, he could just literally walked away. And even if he did said a rude word, which he probably shouldn't said, I think he should have walked away. But maybe he was in the moment, was way too much in the moment, and you know, took a feeling of action of a feeling, and you know, he probably, you know, used physical action instead of saying, yeah, I probably could do that. Yeah, I could take physical action. But what is the result of that? I could get assault charge or not abusive charge, but some sort of physicality charge. He could have just walked away. Say, hey, I'm gonna walk away. Boom. If you don't leave in 5 minutes, if you don't leave as soon as possible, if you don't leave right now, I'm gonna call the cops. Simple like that. He could have just simply just said that. If he still want to be rambling, calling words, he could have walked back. Let the man scream on top of his lungs if he wants to. Because at the end of the day, bro, you're getting paid probably $15 an hour, $20 an hour, bro. You don't get paid to do that, bro. Do help the customer as much as possible, but when it comes down to what do you call it? When they start being rude and you try to work something out and they're not listening, and you try to solve the problem for 3 times, you try to help the customer three times straight, and they still not listening, just tell them ask to leave, and they don't leave, walk back. He could have literally went back to his office or wherever he goes, somewhere private behind the store, and call the cops and call it a day, and then boom, he could have got arrested, went home. No, they could arrest him. He could have went home, called that a day. You know what I mean? The man probably would have went in to arrest it. I don't know what will happen, but he could have most definitely avoided that if he would have just, you know, understand. Because at a certain level is, when somebody's so angry, there's just nothing you could do about it. The best thing you could do is to walk away. When somebody is at 10, now I'm gonna cap chat. I'm D1 ranting right now. Like, it's probably the longest time I ever rant. Like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes straight. But last bit. I don't know. Like, I feel like he should have just, like, there's just certain things you gotta understand and look at another human when they're just so mad. It's just, you can't do nothing about it. The best thing you could do is calm the situation down. If you can't calm the person down, The best thing you could do is walk away. Walk away. They go on rant for 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Let them be. Because eventually, they're going to be angry, and then the anger might go up, and they might calm down. It's just a matter of time. He could have just walked away, called the cops. Cops could have arrested him or something, or whatever the case may be. He could have went back. He could have done his job, do what he had to do, went back home, lay down, relax, and have a good night's rest. But yeah, most definitely, that's what could have happened, but didn't happen. And you know, like he said, like the client was being really rude, calling him names. He didn't like that. He said to the client again, to say it again. He gave him a right hook. No, he gave him, a physical action. And that, bro, you don't get paid. You don't get paid to be punching people. You there to get paid to make the donut, put in the bag, and make a drink and call it a day, mud. That's all you get paid for. $15. And you probably the manager, so you probably getting $20 an hour. It ain't worth it. Why are you there? You're there to get paid. That's it. You don't get paid to put your customers in the right hooks. And yeah, the man probably was really mad, really frustrated in the moment. He probably was heated and took a verbal action, a physical action. And right now, the man probably fell down and I don't know what happened, but it's clearly that right hook clearly killed the man. It looks like I don't know if it killed the man, but it looked like it killed the man almost, or I don't know. I think so. He killed the man, but you gotta be careful out here, man. Like, you getting paid to work and get the donut, put in the bag, make a drink, and call it a day, man. Not call it a day. You might gotta do that for like 8 hours straight, but bro, you don't get paid to give people right hooks and deal with people's attitude. Yeah, you might need to deal with it to a certain extent, but at a certain extent, you gotta understand and realize it ain't worth it no more, bro. You get paid $20 an hour, man. It ain't worth to deal with this with the client no more. You just need to walk away, call it a day, call the cops, and go about your day and call it a day, man. Call it a day. It ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just me over the time. I feel like over time, 5 minutes over rent. I've probably been renting over 5 minutes, but I don't know what it is with me. I don't know. It's like when I'm older now. It's like, I don't know. Like, maybe when I was younger, I won't say I had temper, but I don't know. But let me not rant, because that's already another rant right there. But I don't know. Long story short, I don't know. I'm just like more savvy and just like I can understand what to engage and what is not worth to engage. Because you gotta think about when you do an action, especially if a conversation is getting heated. That's when you know, okay, I gotta slow down, calm my tone, calm down, and if they keep bringing the tone up, you gotta stop, relax, just don't show no emotion and walk away. And if they want to get mad, that's their choice. They want to be mad for an extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes. After 30 minutes, it started going down, and after an hour, they're not gonna care no more. The temper went down. After 24 hours, they're gonna completely forget about it. They might think about it, but they're completely calm. They're not gonna be worried about that. They're gonna probably be doing something else or whatever else problem they have. And yeah. So why take a temporary decision on having a conversation and the conversation get heated and then you want to throw a punch, but what do you gain from that punch? Of ego? That's some like middle school thing. That's something you do in middle school. Or no, not middle school. Yeah, middle school. Something that you do in middle school. When I was in middle school, I was not trying to get, bro, I'm already getting into that, bro. Long story short, that's something that's middle school. You fight for little dumb things. Ego. It ain't worth it, bro. I know no better. Now I'm a little bit older. I'm not fighting because I want ego, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I don't got my ego is not like, I know when to walk away, and the only way I'm fighting is when I get a big fat check. Unless I'm getting a big bag. If I'm not getting a bag to fight, I'm not doing it. I'm not fighting. We don't, like, no, like, I mean, yeah, fights happen, but I don't know. For me, it's like when you get older, the chances of getting a fight is a lot lower. And even then, when it does happen, you gotta be mature enough and aware enough to know what's worth and what's not worth it. I'm not gonna fight somebody because they're mad, well, whatever the case may be. This went wrong and they're mad, or this broke, they're mad. I'm not fighting you, bro. If you're mad, you want me to fix it, I'll fix it, but I'm not fighting you, bro. I'm not about to get a broken lip, a broken face, or not broken face, but get scratched, get punched, get bruised, and it be hurting for a week or two. Now I'm hurting, I can't focus, or I can't do something because I broke something. Or I fought somebody because whatever case may be of ego or something dumb that's not worth it, and I'm in jail, or I'm in jail for, I don't know, 2-3 days, bored out of my mind because of something dumb. And when I get out, nobody gonna care. Yeah, bro, I ran it for 10 minutes straight. I don't even know if I should post this. The point is, pick your fights wisely. Pick your fights wisely. And if you're not getting paid a bag to fight, don't fight. I don't want to say don't fight. I'm not saying don't fight. I'm saying, like, you go, if you want to go box, if you want to box, train, spar, fine. But when we're talking about outside in the world, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's a lot more dangerous. A lot more. Anything can happen. What you believe, what cannot happen can't happen. So, yeah. And that's what happened right there. The manager, got mad and, off of the customer, he was being rude. Long story short, next thing you know, he punched him and he falls down on the floor. And I don't know what happened. Like, killed the man probably. So, yeah.
No, I agree. Believe me. I'm terrified right now, but I agree with what you're saying. You shouldn't. I have had a fit of racism since I've only been here about 2 months, and I've dealt with so much of it. And I'm not saying that is a reason to do it. I'm not.
I got people that say a bunch of hateful and horrible stuff to me every single day. For the past, 16 years, I let it go in one ear and out the other. It ain't gonna hurt you. This will get you in trouble.
I agree with the officer 110%. Just because somebody says something does not mean you should take it personal, mud. That is some high school. You could be aware of it, but that's something like a high school will be mad about and want to fight you for it. After you get older, sometimes, some people have that grudge and grow up with it, but sometimes you gotta learn from those moments and learn it's not worth it. Somebody says something you mean, you hear it and you hear it, one word goes to the, what he said?
Get you arrested, but horrible stuff to me every single day. For the past 16 years, I let it go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, like he said, it goes one ear and it goes to the other ear, like whoop, like that. And keep going on your day. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. That's all I can really say. Like,
it'll hurt you. This will get you in trouble. Not gonna get you arrested, but dude, you hit him and he fell down.
Yeah, and he hit his head pretty good.
And he should have never said what he said. But guess what? That's the country we live in. You say what you want to say.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, like you're saying, dude, get the freak out.
Yeah.
Slipped and fall, pushed and fell.
Right hook and fell. My apologies for the.
He was hit and he fell down.
Keep down. I don't want this other. You hit him. You punch him and he fell.
I'm not one to run from what I've done.
No, you're fine.
And again, he's a regular, so I honestly feel like about this situation.
All right, no worries. Some of you guys have to go last evening.
Yes, sir. You should take it easy.
Howdy. Gentleman came in, was being being very rude to this gentleman, which is the on-duty manager.
Acting manager for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Said some few expletives, and he hit him, and he fell.
He hit him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get his information yet or no?
I have not. I just came in.
That's his grandson that's with him, though.
Okay.
That is his grandson.
I was just talking with
that
him.
information if necessary.
So, yeah, you want to grab his 43?
I have.
Video of it?
We do have surveillance. However, when the boss leaves, she locks the.
That's fine.
Yeah, she locks the.
So here's the reality of what could happen.
Yeah.
If you charge a battery, yeah, you could be charged a battery.
Right.
You know, that's after we speak with him and see what's going on.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get on to you, man.
Yeah. No.
You can't let, and I'm telling you from here on out, you can't let what somebody says anger you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I deal with it and I let it go on. I mean, people say nasty and hateful stuff to him and I just
believe
because we
me,
do our job.
I know.
For no reason.
I know it.
You're going to have people like that throughout your life. You just got to let it go in one ear, right out the other. And just realize that he's going to leave and be on his way and you're going to still be here working.
Right.
You know? So we'll let them get him loaded up and everything like that. Just do what you got to do, bro. I'll be in here in a minute. To
Yeah,
talk.
I'm not going anywhere.
You're cool. You're good to go, man. Thank you.
It started moments earlier in the drive-thru. Employees couldn't hear Cook through the speaker. He became agitated, began yelling, and was told to leave without being served. Instead, he parked and walked inside. A Dunkin' employee who dealt with Cook at the drive-thru told officers the same story Pujols did.
He was just being, outright rude when your card is going through. But he was just being
For what reason?
outright verbal. I asked him if he wanted iced or hot coffee. He instantly was like cold coffee. Confident. He was like, who the fuck likes cold coffee? I always ask him the same. Y'all always get along. I'm like, okay, sir, we cannot hear and identify you at the window.
So he got mad because you asked him if he wanted ice or hot coffee.
Yeah. Instantly off rip, he was already mad. A large hot latte. Okay, gotcha. So instantly he was just,
Sure.
above level. So he was being very verbal. Didn't want to listen to what we were saying. So Corey was like, he got on the mic because I've only been here for like just 3 weeks.
Sure.
But I've had Dunkin' experience, so
Well, that shouldn't be a normal reaction of somebody.
it shouldn't be a normal reaction. So he didn't want to.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so yeah, he was being really verbal for absolute no reason. So Corey got on the mic because he's the veteran here, the more experienced person.
Sure.
So he took over the mic and was like, "Can you not talk to the customer employees like that?" And he wouldn't listen. So he said, "Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna take your order today. We're gonna act politely after you leave." Came up here, we had a verbal like, "Can you leave? We're not gonna take your order," type of thing right here. We were reassuring him that he could come again later. So then that's when he came up to the front and was right there.
So even after y'all asked him to leave,
He kept on coming.
came, he parked, and when you say up there, up at the front counter.
Yeah, he came to the car. So we knew Corey was gonna. So me and Corey went up there to wait and tell him to leave again. He didn't want to listen again, so we asked him to leave multiple times, and that's when he called Corey the N-word, and it escalated from there.
What did you see happen from there?
From what I seen is I heard him Corey told me to call the cops off rip. So I was calling the cops, I was calling my manager, I was calling everybody. And the dude, he kept on being violent, very rude. So
When you say violent, like physically violent,
no,
or
not
just verbally?
physically. I don't think he physically touched Corey, but mentally, trying to get into Corey's mind.
Sure.
Mess with him and around with his head. So then Corey, he was like, "Okay, we're gonna ask you one more time. We're gonna either you're gonna leave or we're gonna call the cops." I was already calling the cops. So he didn't want to leave. He was like, there's a bunch of niggas, this, that, and third, your nicknames. Corey was like, one more time, and he called him another nigga, and that's what happened. I was right here, and I was on the phone with my manager and the police officers at that time. Oh wait, yeah, police officer at that time, and that's what happened.
So what happened after that, after he said that?
Corey punched him, he was on the floor, and I was on the phone.
Okay, and you were standing like
right around here on the phone.
Okay. Is he, and Corey said he's a normally regular, he comes through here?
He comes here a lot, and he's very, like, verbal, like I guess he doesn't know how to, be respectful, so...
Well, normal people know how to be respectful, and choose not to be.
He wasn't being respectful.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, so he does this a lot. I've had multiple times where I've had to go through it. He gets mad because we don't know his order, but we don't know your order because we cannot physically see your face.
Sure. Hello. Manager?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to A, I got a thumb drive, or B, if we're able to get the video, can you email it? What's the better for you?
I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay.
I'll have my law prevention guy
Okay.
send it to you.
Let me go out and...
Give me an email address.
Yes, sir.
I'll call him now, as a matter of fact, to go ahead and get him to do it.
Okay.
Police requested the store's surveillance footage, and it told the exact story the two employees told. Instead of leaving the property as the employees requested, Vanell Cook parked his car and walked inside the store. Seeing this, Corey Pujols, the on-duty manager, immediately told a coworker to call the police. Cook approached the service counter and continued arguing. Pujols stayed on the opposite side, separated by a waist-high swinging door, and repeatedly told Cook to leave the store. During the confrontation, Cook used a racial slur, calling Pujols the N-word. At that point, Pujols stepped through the swinging door, moving closer but keeping his hands at his sides. He warned Cook not to say the word again. Cook repeated the slur. In response, Pujols threw a single punch to Cook's jaw. Cook fell backward, struck his head on the concrete floor, and lost consciousness. Pujols then walked away as emergency services were already being called. The victim.
And at the same time, bro, like, you could clearly tell the man is an old man, mud. Like, you could clearly tell that man is an old man, mud. Like, and the man is mad, it ain't worth it, mud. It ain't worth it. You get paid $20 an hour, mud. You're a manager, mud. Get the donut, put the donut in the bag, and that's about it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, do some drinks and call it a day, man. Like, yeah, you gotta do 6-7 hours, and then it gets tiring, and then you got all these customers, and then you get this, and then you get him, a rude customer, which it shouldn't be accepted, most definitely. But, bro, there's just certain things, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. You just after 3 times, you just walk away. Walk away. Man didn't even put, like he's saying, he was verbal is mentally, but sometimes you gotta just walk away. He wasn't touching you. You could have walked away, easily walked away, let the man rant, whatever he want, and call it a day, man. Could have went in the bag, wait till the cops come, and boom, the man could have got arrested, or whatever case may be. You would have been good. Could have went back home, and yeah, and probably might have been a stressful day, but at least you get to see another day. Another day, with no stress. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy like that happened, but this is what happens when you let what do you call it? Words get into your head, and you don't learn. If you don't learn that at a young age, you're gonna have. When you get older, it's gonna haunt you to a certain extent. So I don't know. It's just one of those things you gotta learn that from a young age. And if you don't learn that at a young age, you're not gonna. If you don't learn that young, when you get older, it's gonna take longer to learn how to not let words affect you. Like that's some high school type of thing. Like get mad and they tell so many words and then you want to fight. That's some high school things. And if you're older, you gotta learn to just not let the word phase you. Like you might hear it, but just walk away. Walk away. If you feel disrespected and rude, walk away. End of the day, it's just a matter of time when the heat of the conversation calms down, and then everything back to normal. Nobody gonna care. And yeah, bro, like.
Fennell Cook was later revealed to be a registered sex offender with a long criminal history involving child exploitation. Prosecutors would later describe him as an unsympathetic victim, but legally, none of that justified the punch. The officers eventually did what they had to do.
It feels better in here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're going to run. Yeah.
They told me what happened. I feel for you 100% right now. What's happening next here is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And I understand your anger and your level of frustration. That would be pissed too. And this is one of those things that there's one thing that's steering us right now, and it's the level of wisdom. He's in critical condition right now. It's not looking good. He has his brain swelling right now. He's unconscious and everything. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers. If he recovers and he's okay, this is not big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's the level of injury. Had he not been this injured, there's a lot of things he could have done. Because like I said, nobody here is okay with what that guy said. And none of us would know at all, you know? And he deserves to put his place for that. Because of how seriously he's injured, we have no choice. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to understand that. Everybody here agrees that what he done he was wrong. What he said he was wrong, he has no choice. Like I said, he's not in there. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers, that will just hopefully go away. But for the time being, you're going to be charged 1 count of battery on the elderly male, which is over 65 years of age. You'll have a bond, so it's not going to be really high. You'll be able to bond out tonight at some point. And then we'll just pray all of us. This guy recovers and everything will work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you have that you want somebody to say here?
Yes, please. I'm his mom.
That's fine. Mom, you want to step over here and we grab all this stuff?
Get that right.
Do you want a bag? Ma'am, do you want a bag? I can give you a bag for all that. Yeah, I've got one in here, or if you got one, that's fine.
Like I say, he'll get a bond, hopefully as fast as possible so he can get out and be done with it. But I mean, I called the state attorney's office, I spoke to all of our supervision, and it's just unfortunate, you know. I wish the guy had a black eye so we could all say, hey, watch your mouth, you know, but he's injured bad. It's just one of those things that I wish really sad situation. Let them make it go best. The guy recovers. She does
I'm sorry. Sure. Corey, you have anything else on your phone?
No, that's it. Took everything else.
That's for mom.
Okay, that's it?
Right here. Yeah, that's for mom.
That's it for the car?
Yes.
Yes.
Corey, you'll have a seat in the car over. Yes. Brother, what the detective was saying, we 100% agree. But when his head hit hard and everything, when they brought him out here, he was unconscious.
Yeah.
And then while he's up there, he's not doing good right now. He could get better, okay? So you go down, we'll tell mom. Mom can go down. Yeah, you do that and I'll 10:35 you. Do they? Okay, that's fine. It's just a hope, brother, that it gets better.
Yeah.
Okay? I know that was not your intent.
It was not.
It wasn't. I know that. You told me that right off the bat, man. It would have been different if it would have progressed and there would have been more physical after that, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But everything, when something happens, everything is taken that happens in the entire situation. You know what I'm saying? So him falling, him getting the injury, him being elderly, again, he could be in the hospital and be completely fine by tomorrow. Okay, but we'll tell mom. Mom can come down and bond you out. It should be, I think, $1,000 bond or $100 to do a bondsman. She can come down and bond you out. And I'm sorry about this.
I'm sorry because I still think, no matter what anybody thinks of me, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't. I agree with everybody. I shouldn't.
Let me turn the air on for you. Let me talk to mom real quick. Okay.
3 days later, on May 7th, 2021, Cook died from a skull fracture and brain contusions. Pujols was rearrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of an elderly adult, facing up to 30 years in prison. In March of 2022, prosecutors made a controversial decision. They reduced the charge to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service, mandatory anger management, and no prison time. Prosecutors cited key factors such as Pujols' clean record, the victim's aggression and racial slurs, and uncertainty under Florida's stand your ground laws. One man's past made him an unsympathetic victim. The other's clean record spared him a prison cell. But in the end, a single punch thrown in anger ended a life.
2 years of house arrest. 3 years of probation. 200 hours of community service. Bro. All because of a punch. All of because of one punch. That one punch. Punch, bro. Man, I feel for the guy, man. I feel for him, bro. But it goes to show, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth getting. Somebody could say a lot of mean things, man, but it ain't worth it, man. Because you gotta think, when you do an action, there's consequences to the action. When it comes to physical action, and you kill somebody, and they fall down. These are the type of scenarios that you will hear on TV and the news. And unfortunately, my guy right there is one of them. All it takes is, a little fight, small fight, could escalate and boom, you kill a man. And he probably killed them by accident. He didn't mean it at all. But all it took was, what got heated. Yeah, the most definitely, the customer was rude and everything. But he let it to get to his head instead of walking away. Say, I'm going to call the cops if you don't leave right now. And that's it. I try to help you as much as possible. You're not listening. There's nothing else I could do for you, sir. And that's all I got to say. And if he want to keep being rude and saying rude words, walk away. Because at the end of the day, if he would have just walked away, if he would have just walked away, let the cops came in, arrested him, and called it a day. He could have went back home, enjoyed himself, relax. Yeah, it may have been a rough day. He could have been at home, relaxed, chilling. You know what I mean? Went to bed, relaxed. Yeah, it may have been a rough day, but then came back to work the next day. Get the donuts. Put in the bag. Make the drinks. And call it a day and get paid. You get paid probably $20 an hour, bro. 20 something and some change. $20 plus an hour, bro. You don't get paid to be fighting people, bro. And like he said, it goes to show, in no circumstance, you put hands on somebody. It's just not worth it, man. It ain't worth it. Like he said, it was rude. He could have literally walked away and called the cops. Hey, he making a disturbance. I would like to press charges of mental abuse or something like that. Find something. Even if he could have been in jail for a week or two. I don't know. But wow. All because of just a customer got mad. Was mad, being rude, most definitely. He was being rude. He felt the heat.
One eternity later.
And he said a rude word, said do it again. which he shouldn't have done, because that's some high school childish high school act right there. He could have literally walked away, but no, he didn't thought, okay, if I go, yeah, he might have said something wrong, but if I go and punch him, what is the result of that? A fight?
Eventually.
He might, and he's elderly. So how do you think he would take that punch? Would he be able to take a punch? Would he wouldn't? Would he fail? Would he wouldn't? He's already mad. So it could get him a heart attack. You never know. Or maybe what's the worst could happen? So the man could pass away or something. I could go to jail. You know what I mean? Or let me not take that chance, walk away, and let the cops come, not have to deal with nothing of that nature. He could have simply said that. Or at least thought about it before acting on it. You know, take an extra 20 seconds to think about it. And if he couldn't think about it, he should have just walked away. But, you know, it's one of those things that he took a impulse action.
Few inches later. Meanwhile.
It got him felony battery and two years of house arrest, 3 years of probation, bro. That's crazy, man. Hey, you gotta learn. We gotta look at this and learn from it. It ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. And especially at an elderly man, bro. You could literally see the man is old. I mean, I don't know. He looked elderly, 60, like he said, 60, 70. He looked pretty old, but it was not worth it, man. It was not worth it. But hope you guys enjoyed.
A few moments later.
Rant I ever done. I might edit this for the first time. I don't really edit, but I might edit this video because I ranted way more than I should have. I might repeat myself a lot, but yeah, interesting video. Let's go.